Hey everyone. Today I want to talk to you about a thing called your state. So I'm sure you've heard of this before. You have a state of mind, a state of being. It's basically the emotional feelings you have at a certain point in time. And what's important about it is that it's basically kind of determines how you act in all situations, whether or not you realize it or not. And I'm sure you are aware of this. I'm sure you've had times when you were really angry, really happy, really excited, really anything, right? And you just acted a certain way, and you know the way you'll act based on that state, that emotion that you're having. But there's also times when we're not really aware of our state, and there's subconscious emotional patterns that we actually have and that we run that we're not aware of. And they're actually making us do things all the time that we consciously or unconsciously don't want to do. So basically, what I want to tell you today is just one little technique on how to control your state. So basically, one thing you can do is this pattern called a swish pattern, which I learned from this really cool, I guess, communications technology I've been studying, which is called neuro-linguistic programming. And so basically, what you're going to do is think about a time that you aren't acting the way you want to act, right? So maybe when you go in for a job interview, right, you get all nervous and you just don't perform the way you know you can perform. So basically, what you want to do is think of that moment right before you start acting anxious or nervous or whatever it is. You just start saying weird things. You're like, why did I say that in your head? So you want to come up with a picture of what that is, and the next step is to come up with another picture of how you want to act. And this is basically a disassociated image of yourself. So you want to look at yourself the way you ideally want to be, right? So again, for the example of a job interview, if it's that, you're going to make a picture of yourself acting confident with your shoulders back, speaking articulately to your potential employer or your potential partner, and whatever else it is that makes you want to move towards this image and towards these feelings, you want to paint in that picture. So the next step, step 3 of the swish pattern is basically you're going to swish literally these two images, right? So you're going to start with the image of yourself acting the way you don't want to act, right? So you have that trigger image, and you're basically going to have that imposed on the screen, right? So it's going to be big right in front of you, boom, like a movie screen. And then you're going to have the other image, the empowering image, small and right in the corner of that image, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to basically expand this tiny image and make it blast through this bigger image, right? So it's kind of like a cool mind trick, right? So here, this is how it goes in real time. So it's kind of like, boom, big image of how I don't want to react, boom, small image of how I do want to act, and swish, boom, and it's going to blast through and you're going to see everything. And you'll actually feel it if you're doing it right. You'll have a neurological response in your nervous system, right? So that's one time. That's one repetition. And what's cool about this is your brain is a muscle. It's the most powerful muscle you have, right? Most people don't think of their brain as a muscle, but it is. And you want to do repetitions like working out. Like you work out your biceps, you work out your chest, you work out your legs, you do reps to condition the muscles to get stronger. So again, this isn't going to work after one time. It might not work after 20 times. It might not work after 100 times. But if you're dedicated to living an excellent and amazing life, you will condition your brain to make yourself act the way you want to act. Okay, cool. So the last assignment I'll leave you with is choose any situation where you want to be more resourceful and do a swish pattern. Do it, I'd say to start 15 reps, okay? And the faster and more intense you do it, the more effective results you'll get. All right? Good luck. I hope this added some cool value to your life, and look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care. Bye.